Volunteer. There's the sign-up sheet is coming around. Some people can make phone calls. We need people to make phone calls. We need people to stuff door hangers. How many of you participated in the big stuffing parties over at Carol Lindrose's 2 years ago? Okay. Those were fun, weren't they? Okay. So that you can even have fun while you're doing this. Knocking on doors. Now, 2 years ago, there was a lot of knocking on doors, or not, there was a lot of distribution of literature, but not very much knocking on doors because we were reluctant to do that. But we need to knock on doors and talk to people, because that is much more effective than just dropping off literature. The intent is to focus on Republican voters in the primary. Those Republican voters that vote regularly and are most likely to go out and vote in May. There's about 8,000 of them that voted in the Republican primary for each of the last 3 primaries. So about 8,000 in Lake County in 2000, well, the last 3 elections. So if you think that's a small number, primaries don't draw a lot of voters, especially in non-presidential years. Okay, distributing literature. There is a place for that, especially in rural areas, to be able to, you take your car and, anybody do that? Here's a guy, there's some folks back there. Here's a guy, I don't know how many he delivered. A lot. He did a lot. Candidate yard signs. 2 things. 1, are you willing to have a candidate yard sign in your yard? That is a really easy thing to do. Okay? You can do that and sign up on the sheet, and then when the opportunity presents itself, then you can put the yard sign in your yard. Second thing, candidates need people to deliver yard signs. Okay? If we already have a list of people who are willing to have the yard signs in their yard, then it makes it easy. You just take that list, get your yard signs, and deliver them. Rural literature distribution, that's what I was talking about with Dave Shota here. Just dropping off around neighborhoods. And the other one, if you don't want to do door-to-door in general, but would you be willing to do 5 of your neighbors that are Republican voters that are likely to vote? Would you be willing to just go talk to 5 of your neighbors? Can you do that? Now, I know that may not be real comfortable, perhaps. Maybe it's not something that you'd like to do. But there were a lot of folks who put their lives on the line and gave up their lives. That was more significant than going and talk to 5 of your neighbors. So if you're willing to do that, then sign up for that. So those are ways that we can be bold and be involved. Be bold and be involved. So we're at a crossroads. Battle lines have been drawn. Will we stand together as ordinary American citizens to accomplish that which is extraordinary? Establishment doesn't think we can do this. They don't think candidates like Matt Lynch have a chance. They don't think that candidates like Kim Laurie have a chance. But you know what? If we work for them, if we work for conservative candidates, they do have a chance. Will we do what the establishment says we cannot do? Are you willing to move out of that comfort zone? You know, when we were looking for precinct committee candidates, I'll confess that I wasn't always up to calling people that I didn't know real well and asking them, can you do something for me? Would you like to run for precinct committeeman? What is that? But you know what? I got to talk to some really nice people. And a lot of really nice people are running for precinct committeemen. So, you know, you may not be comfortable at it. I wasn't real comfortable at it all the time, but if we do it, we can accomplish something. We have a library commercial. Jim and Joan Lindhurst, raise your hands. They're over there by the library. We've got DVDs, all kinds of good stuff. We have books. I'm not sure what all is available tonight, but go over there and check those things out. If you haven't seen some of those DVDs, they're really good and informative. If you haven't seen Last Ounce of Courage, do you have Last Ounce of Courage available?
What's that?
They're both gone.
They're both gone. Sign up for it.
They won't come back. We got a waiting list.
Okay. There's a waiting list for that one. It's really good. Now, some of you have seen it.
Monumental is fantastic.
Monumental, right. They're just really good. Books, When a Nation Forgets God. And there's one about the Federalist Papers put in today's English that was just donated this week. Excellent, excellent book to read about how our government was formed. You know, there is a way to know the original intent of our founders if people want to know what it is. But our government, or in particular our courts, really don't want to know. Okay, next meetings. Very important. March 4th at Harvey High School, not here, at Harvey High School, we're having a candidate forum. Matt Lynch will be there, running for Congress. Kim Laurie, running for Lake County Commissioner. George Phillips, running for State Representative for the 60th District. And Skip Claypool will be there, running for County Commissioner from Geauga County. My wife has some flyers, some handouts.
Well, these are meant for you to, if you could want to hang these up somewhere, if you know a library or somewhere where you could hang these up, you're welcome to pick up one of these back there, but don't take it unless you're for sure going to get it hung up somewhere. Okay, we need to pass out. This is something, there's 500 seats there. We need to fill that up. So you need to get out of your comfort zone, call your friends, your neighbors, everybody. Let's do your work to bring as many people out to the March 4th forum as you can do.
Right, people need to
drag them in.
Carol?
Just want to say, I'll send this,
It'll be laying back here if you want to pick them up, unless you want one now.
I'll also send them to everybody on email tonight, so you can print them out yourself if you want to do it that way.
Okay, right. If you have the ability to print off your computer, there are some copies that Carol will be sending out as well. Those of you who are attending for the first time, make sure that we have your email address if you want to be on our distribution list. Make sure it's legible, because I've put down a bunch of email addresses at times that I couldn't read and turned out to be wrong. Okay, so that's March 4th, Tuesday, March 4th, Harvey High School in Paynesville. And some of you have been there, I think, before. Very nice facility. Okay, then 4 weeks from tonight, we'll be meeting here again. The topic will be religious liberty, Obamacare, and its impact. And that will be Rob Walgate from the American Policy Roundtable will be here, and we'll have some state central committee candidates. So, with that,
What time?
7 o'clock. Both meetings are at 7 o'clock. If you're not sure about what time, we always meet at 7 o'clock, but thank you for that reminder. So, I've used up more than my allotted amount of time. I thank you for your kind attendance tonight. Check things out. Let's get involved. The battle lines have been drawn. Let's get involved in the fight. So, God bless you, and thank you for coming tonight.